She did it again. Alex Eala just won again, and if you watched my last video, you already knew this was coming. I told you she was about to go on a tear. I told you that win over Jasmine Paolini wasn't just an upset, it was a warning shot.
And now?
She's backed it up in the biggest way possible. Straight sets.
Round of 16.
WTA 1000 stage. Against a red-hot veteran riding a 7-match winning streak. Alex Eala is officially in the quarterfinals of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships, and this is only her second WTA 1000 quarterfinal ever. Let that sink in. After stunning world number 8 and 6th seed Jasmine Paolini 6-1, 7-6, I said, watch out. This girl isn't done. There was something in her eyes.
A calm fire.
The kind of belief you don't usually see from a 20-year-old. I said if she brought that same fearless energy into the next round, she could take out Sorana Cîrstea. Well, she brought it. 7-5, 6-4. 1 hour and 38 minutes.
Clinical. Composed.
Cold-blooded. But don't let the scoreline fool you, this wasn't some routine win over a random opponent. This was a statement. Cîrstea came into Dubai absolutely on fire. 2 weeks ago, she won the Transylvania Open in Cluj-Napoca, her home tournament, and she didn't drop a single set. 5 matches. 0 sets lost. In the final, she demolished Emma Raducanu 6-0, 6-2. That's a former US Open champion getting steamrolled. 23 games conceded across 5 matches. That's dominance. Then she carried that form into Dubai. Beat Alexandra Sasnovich. Took out Linda Noskova, a top 20 player. 7 straight wins. Confidence overflowing. A 20-year tour veteran playing some of her best tennis of 2026, and Alex Eala, ranked number 47, walked in and shut it down in straight sets. Now let me tell you where this match was truly won. The first set. Cîrstea came out swinging. Heavy ground strokes. Sharp angles. Using every bit of her experience to dictate rallies. She worked her way to 5-4 and was serving for the set. This is where young players usually blink. Big moment.
Big stage.
Veteran opponent with momentum.
Crowd tense.
The safe play creeps in. The arm tightens. But this isn't the same Alex Eala we saw a year ago. She didn't hesitate. She didn't retreat. She attacked. Down 4-5 she breaks.
Calm returns. Deep, heavy shots. Smart shot selection. Then she holds.
Then she breaks again. 3 straight games. From 4-5 down to 7-5 up. She ripped the first set right out of Cîrstea's hands. And when that final point landed, the stadium exploded. Filipino flags everywhere. Thousands of fans on their feet. The roar was deafening. Because they knew that wasn't luck. That wasn't nerves from the veteran. That was belief. Second set? More of the same maturity. Alex absorbed the pressure, redirected pace, and picked her moments to strike. She stayed disciplined on serve. She handled the longer rallies. And when opportunities appeared, she didn't hesitate. 6-4. Door closed. What we're witnessing right now isn't just a good run. It's evolution. 1 year ago, she was ranked outside the top 100. Now she's top 50 and slicing through elite fields at WTA 1000 events. She's beating top 10 players. She's dismantling in-form veterans. She's handling pressure like someone 10 years older. And here's the scary part, she looks comfortable doing it. No panic.
No rush.
Just controlled aggression and supreme confidence. This is what happens when talent meets preparation. When belief meets opportunity. When a young player realizes she belongs on the biggest stage in the world. Alex Eala is not just participating anymore, she's imposing. The Dubai quarterfinals are waiting. The draw is opening. The momentum is building. And if you're still doubting her, if you still think this is a fluke, you haven't been paying attention. Because this isn't a hot streak. This is a takeover in progress. You don't do that to a player who's been winning everything. You don't stare down someone riding a 7-match winning streak, serving at 5-4, and just decide the set is yours now. That's not normal. That's not luck. That's playing on a completely different level. Think about the mental strength that took you're down 4-5. The woman across the net just bulldozed through a tournament without dropping a set. 2 weeks ago she crushed a former Grand Slam champion 6-0, 6-2. She's serving to close you out.
The crowd is tense.
The momentum is hers. And you look at her and say, not today. That's ice in your veins. That's competitive steel. That's the kind of mental toughness you can't coach into someone. It's either wired into you or it isn't. And with Alex Eala, it's wired in. Now let's talk about that second set, because this is where she showed the world she's leveled up. She didn't just survive the first set comeback. She weaponized it. She came out blazing. Energy pouring off her.
Feet flying.
Forehands ripping through the court. She surged to a 4-0 lead against a veteran who hadn't lost in 2 weeks. For love. Against a 20-year tour player in peak form. Every rally felt dictated by Alex. She was stepping inside the baseline, taking time away, redirecting pace like she was running drills. It was as if that first set comeback flipped a switch in her mind. This match belongs to me. And if you were watching closely, you had to ask yourself something. Is this the same player who lost to her in Madrid? Because yes, there's history here. Back in 2024 at the Madrid Open, Alex was just 18 when she faced this same opponent in the second round. It was a 3-set battle, 6-3, 6-7, 6-4.
Alex fought.
She stole the second set in a tiebreak. She pushed her to the edge. But she couldn't close it. Experience carried the veteran through. Alex walked away knowing she'd been right there, close enough to taste it, but not strong enough yet to finish. And that kind of loss lingers. It replays in your head. It fuels your workouts. It sharpens your focus. So when the draw in Dubai put them face to face again, you know she remembered. You know she circled that match. You know she told herself, not again. This time there was no third set.
No heartbreak.
No almost. Straight sets. Controlled.
Composed.
Finished. That's growth. That's 2 years of development crystallizing in one performance. The teenager who couldn't quite shut the door is now the 20-year-old who slams it without hesitation. But make no mistake, the veteran didn't just fold. A 20-year pro doesn't see 0-4 and quit.
She fought back.
She tested Alex's nerve. And that's what makes what happened next even more impressive. She starts fighting back. Point 4-1, then 4-2, then 4-3, and suddenly it's 5-4. And now you're watching through your fingers because you've seen this movie before. You've seen young players build a lead, feel the finish line getting closer, and tighten up. You've seen momentum flip in a heartbeat. You've seen nerves creep in when closing becomes the hardest part. And you could feel it in the stadium. The Filipino fans who had been roaring minutes earlier, a little quieter now.
A little tense.
Flag still waving but hands clasped a bit tighter. Because 4-0 turning into 5-4 is dangerous territory. This is where matches swing. This is where experience usually steals it back. So what does Alex Eala do? She walks to the baseline.
Bounces the ball.
Breathes. And holds serve. No wobble.
No hesitation.
No bailout errors. Just clean, composed tennis. 6-4. Match over. She looked across the net and basically said, my serve.
My game.
We're done. That's maturity. A year ago? Maybe that 5-4 moment gets inside her head. Maybe she starts protecting instead of attacking. Maybe she overthinks a second serve or rushes a forehand. But not this time. Tonight she was cold-blooded. And I love that. Now let's zoom out because I don't think people fully understand how wild this Dubai run has been. First round, Hailey Baptiste handled. Second round, Jasmine Paolini, world number 8, beaten in straight sets. Round of 16, Sorana Cîrstea, riding one of the hottest streaks on tour, beaten in straight sets. WTA 1000 event. You don't do that by accident. You don't beat back-to-back elite opponents because you're lucky. That's not luck, that's form. That's preparation meeting belief. That's a player who is locked in across every dimension. Her movement?
Explosive. Her serve?
Reliable under pressure. Her decision-making?
Sharp. Her mental game?
Elite. Everything is clicking. And the rankings? They're responding. With this win, her live projection jumps to around world number 38, a new career high. She already made history as the first Filipino player to break into the WTA top 40. Now she's pushing even further into uncharted territory. She's 20 years old. 20. Most players are still figuring out their identity on tour at that age. Still searching for consistency. Still learning how to close. And Alex is already rewriting history for Philippine tennis. The ceiling? It's scary. But now it gets even bigger. Because waiting in the quarterfinals is Coco Gauff. World number 4. Grand Slam champion. One of the biggest names in women's tennis. Coco had to grind her way there, battling past Elise Mertens in 3 sets. Dropped the first 2-6. Won a wild second set tiebreak 11-9. Closed it out 6-3 in the third. She knows how to fight. She knows how to survive. This is going to be a war. Is Coco the favorite? Of course. She's top 5 in the world for a reason. But after what we've watched from Alex this week, I'm not counting her out. Not even for a second. This is a player who just came back from 4-5 down against a 7-match streaking veteran and stole the set without blinking. A player who dismantled a top 10 seed 2 days ago. A player backed by thousands of Filipino fans turning that Dubai stadium into something that feels like home. She's playing free, she's playing fearless. And that combination makes you dangerous against anyone. And you know what keeps replaying in my head? That Madrid loss 2 years ago.
3 sets. So close.
Not quite there yet. Fast forward to now. She gets the rematch. She gets the redemption. She gets the moment. From 4-5 down to stealing the first set. From 4-0 up to slamming the door at 6-4, that arc right there? That's why we watch sports. Young talent falls short.
Goes away. Builds. Hardens.
Learns how to win. Then comes back stronger and finishes the job on the biggest stage of her career. You can't script that any better. And the scariest part? This story feels like it's just getting started.